Dating with age gaps. It's a question I get all the time. What age should you date? Well, it kind of depends on a few things. It depends on your age, okay? So it can be a bit confusing, all right? Now, what I recommend, which is controversial, what I recommend is that a woman dates a guy who's 5 to 10 years older than she is, okay? Unless in certain circumstances where you are, for example, if you're a woman in her 70s, then you can date a guy who's a bit younger. That's totally okay, okay? But if you're under 50, you've got to date a guy who's older than you by 5 or 10 years, okay? Once you're in your 50s and 60s and 70s, it's a bit more relaxed and you can date someone your age or slightly younger or slightly older. It doesn't really matter, okay? Now, there's a few reasons why. Firstly, a man's brain isn't fully developed till he's about 30, okay? Not fully developed, all right? A woman's brain's fully developed by 20, 21, okay? So there's a huge difference there. And I don't know if you guys have ever met a guy under the age of 25, usually fairly emotionally immature, okay? So if you're dating a guy under 25, what are you doing, okay? A 21-year-old girl and a 21-year-old boy are extremely different creatures. Extremely different in mindset, in emotional intelligence, emotional maturity, all of it. Extremely different, okay? Extremely different. So date a guy who's 5 to 10 years older. It works really, really well. The relationship's going to be better, okay? And it also falls into masculine and feminine energy as well. If the guy's 5 to 10 years older, he's naturally going to be a better leader, better protector, better at nurturing. He's going to be better at being ambitious, protective, decisive, all that sort of stuff, right? And that's naturally going to put her into a feminine energy, and both people are much happier in the relationship, all right? The problem is, if you're a 35-year-old woman and you're dating a 25-year-old guy, what are you doing? You're basically becoming his mum, aren't you? You're stepping in your masculine energy, taking care of him like he's another child. That's not really what you want. That's not a healthy relationship. That's the opposite of masculine and feminine energy. The polarity is reversed, and it gets really messy. He's not emotionally mature enough for the relationship. You keep wanting him to step up, and you're really only with him because he's really handsome and he's nice to you, but just because someone's good looking and they're nice, that's not enough to have a relationship with that person. They have to be able to do the job. Can they do the job? If they can't do the job, you got the wrong person for the job, okay? You can't pick the wrong person for the job. Can they fulfill the role? That's very important. So it's great if someone looks good and they're pretty, but can they do the job? A lot of people make this mistake and they find someone who looks pretty and they try to get them to do a job and they never had the ability in the first place. And then got angry why it didn't work out. I say, well, did he even have the ability to do the job? Was it even a possibility? It's never a possibility. It was totally the wrong person for the role, okay? So make sure you choose wisely, and a quick rule of thumb, girls, date a guy 5 to 10 years older. It usually works a lot better. Guys are usually more emotionally mature if they're 5 to 10 years older, but not always. Obviously, there's some exceptions where a guy in his 40s is extremely immature, okay? So yes, I understand, usually, most of the time. At the same time, guys, I don't want you to worry too much about age. If you're already in a relationship, just enjoy it. Give it 110%, get it to a 10 out of 10, okay? If you're already in a relationship. If you're single, hedge your bets a little bit. Hedge your bets a little bit and do the age like I said, okay? But don't overthink age either. It's not a huge deal, okay? Really try to judge the person instead, whether they're your ideal partner, if their chemistry and compatibility is there, because that's what's really important anyway, okay? And I get the question about age all the time, but it's really not that important. So if you need more help, guys, make sure you shoot me a message. I'm here to help. Hit me up on social media, wherever. I'm here to help. Enjoy this YouTube video, okay? See ya.